Hey now Brawlers, my name is Nick, this is Board Game Brawl, and today we're going to start a new segment called 1 Year Later. Now, full disclosure, I'm stealing this bit from the Secret Cabal Gaming Podcast, who does their Look Back, where they take a look at a game that they reviewed 1 year ago. I thought that was an awesome idea, so I'm stealing it wholesale from them. I do apologize to you guys, but I love your show, and I think everyone should love it. Give it a listen, because it's just a fantastic podcast. But yes, I'm going to look back at a game that I reviewed a year ago, and decide whether my tastes have changed. Do I still like the game? Do I still hate the game? Is it a game that I like that I now hate? Or probably much more rarely, is it a game that I hate that I now love? Don't expect that to happen. That seems like a pretty rare occurrence, but I just think it's a neat idea because my taste changed so much, and I think this is a common affliction for a lot of board gamers as well. We call it the cult of the new. You're always on to the next new shiny game with awesome components and theme, and it's even if it's not a fantastic game, you just want to play it, and that leaves a lot of older games in the dust. And I want to take a step back and just look at these older games that I've played before and decide whether they still hold up or not. And the game we're going to take a look at is Love Letter. This was actually the very first video that was published on my channel, which the day that this video is posted makes it the 1 year anniversary of Board Game Brawl. 1 year ago today we published our first video, which I consider the anniversary. The channel started like a week before that, but we hadn't published anything yet. Let me take this opportunity to thank everyone involved in making that happen. All of my friends that sit here and play all these games with me in the Board Game Brawl meetup group, especially my friends Gary Gordon and Thomas Hake. I'm never sure how to pronounce your name, Thomas, but hopefully they don't mind me saying their names. They were actually critical in me not only having the idea to start the channel, but helping me out with equipment, and Gary was crucial in editing and adding effects to my first few videos, and just eternally grateful to him for that, and they still help me out to this day. You should check out theclassicgamer.net, which is their website, and which is where some of my videos and articles get posted as well. So this is the 1 year anniversary. Love Letter was our first video. It's from Seiji Kanai, and it was re-released over here in America by AEG. Re-themed, although there's not a lot of themes to the game to begin with, so basically it just means new artwork. And in fact, there's been multiple different sets of the game with new artwork. There was a Legend of the Five Rings version. They re-released the original Japanese version over here, the Kanai Factory Edition. They had a special wedding edition for a limited time, or maybe even still now. You could actually email AEG, and if you were getting married, they would send you a special edition of the game in like a white bag, and with the princess was in a white dress, which was just like a super cool idea. I don't know. I thought it was neat. They're even doing a Loot Letter version of it, which is a Munchkin-themed version of Love Letter, which I'm not a Munchkin fan, but I would actually kind of be interested in buying this just because I like the art of Munchkin at least. But let's talk about Love Letter a bit. I'm not going to go through an entire run through of what the game is and how it plays. Just a very light, simple micro card game. This is like the start of the micro game craze, which we're still in to a degree. And, you know, when that game came out, I got it because it was the hotness, and it was the hotness in our group for sure. I think that at this point, I probably logged about 30 plays on Board Game Geek of that game, but I didn't start keeping track of that until after I started my channel. So I probably have another 20 plays of this game. Definitely my most played game, and 1 year later, I still enjoy it. It's still a fantastic game. What can I say? I probably don't have the excitement for it that I did because, you know, I've played it so much. How can you maintain that level of excitement, especially when I have so many other small card games that I get all the time, including from the same designer, Seiji Kanai, and some other ones that are a little more interesting than Love Letter. But what I will say is that this is one of the ultimate gateway games. It's not as big as other gateway games like Settlers of Catan or Ticket to Ride, but when people come in and they say, we need a little warm-up, we're waiting for more people to come here, and they tell me, I don't know any of these. I don't know what these games are. I'm not used to the world of modern board gaming, and I haven't done anything that complex. I say, you know what? Waiting for people, let's play Love Letter. Because I think that Love Letter, as simple as it is, as easy as it is to teach, which are benefits to it, I believe, as simple as it is, it gives you a glimpse of what more complicated, in-depth gaming could be. Because there is just a tiny bit of bluffing and strategy and deduction, which are very key elements of a lot of bigger, more grandiose board games. I think that this game has it. And yeah, there's a lot of randomness and there's a lot of luck to it. And sometimes you can be a love letter expert, and I probably am one. It might be the only game that I can be considered an expert in. And even I will just lose sometimes, because sometimes it just doesn't work out for you. Sometimes you draw 2 barons. And there's nothing else you can do. You just take your chances and hope that you pick the person that has the lowest card. But, you know, that's the game, and it's so fast and just fun. It's just a fun game. So my opinion 1 year later is that it is still great. Maybe it doesn't hit the table as often because I have so many other games at this point, but man, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. AEG did an incredibly wise thing picking this one up. And, I mean, it's just an awesome game. It really made me fall in love with the designs of Seiji Kanai. Awesome gateway game. I recommend it to anyone of any play level. Love letter. That's our 1 year later look back. My name is Nick. This has been Board Game Brawl. And I'm reminding you to get out there and game every day in every way. Take care.